DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
See the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now a first throw of the afternoon, and the connection is there. Only able to gain a couple there. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw on third down. Farrell runs over it. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. The Buccaneers had 8-6 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Looking to throw on second down. Farrell, a pass underneath for Fournette. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On first down, Farrell. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. To throw on second down, Farrell. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it, because 4 for 4 already, I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. On second down, here's Fournette. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Bad news, they didn't get it on 2nd down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the 1st down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with career touchdown number 60. And the Buccaneers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing, Jones. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Bucks are going to take possession of the football.
You're looking there at a defensive back game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
A 1st down run there by Fournette as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Farrell over the middle. He finds Godwin complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Fournette is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Fournette again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Farrell. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucks go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded right around the 8. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Now Jones. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll try and run the option left side. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Pass complete to Akers on the out route. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and goal, Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
throwing on first down. Farrell over the middle, complete. It's Miller.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. To throw on second down, Farrell. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Amadio Uwariye. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. To the 36-yard line, stop there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 36, Jones. That pass caught. It's Williams. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucks' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers. Touchdown! Cam Akers. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Farrell. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hughes. The Bucks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Play action. Jones. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, as the first half is winding down. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Off the option, here's Akers. Room here to run. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row? Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Jones on third down. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's a run with Akers on second down. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Ty Johnson, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing to start the drive. Farrell, he's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The Bucks ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. And they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain, so he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice, dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. On the move past the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Operating from the gun, Jones. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A give up the middle to Akers. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Daniel Jones scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Lions are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. Farrell. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Bucks on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Now the Bucks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory.
So a definite surprise there. They try to fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go.
And the Bucks with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Jones. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Patterson's kick is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. Throwing to start the drive. Farrell. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Operating from the gun. Farrell. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Hughes. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 45-yard line. Back to throw again.
That'll be taken in downfield by Godwin.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete. That's Grant. The Bucks going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Hughes.
And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Caught on the slant. And in for the Buccaneers. Touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Bucks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Suck up for the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Going right back to Akers.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I put the word big in capital letters here.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Lions are going to have a 1st. Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Lions, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers.